Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel, and we are going to move on to game 2 of the 1985 What If World Series replay. This is what if Vince Coleman hadn't gotten hurt in the playoff series before and play it out with him in the series. I did a little bit of checking, and Willie McGee was the MVP. If you guys saw my last video, I wasn't quite sure. He was the MVP, and yeah, I have a dog barking in the background, so we'll see how that goes. Willie McGee was the MVP of the National League, and Dwight Gooden was the Cy Young Award winner. And went to go play disc golf with my son this morning, so we did that. And just an update: I was watching a storm chaser chasing snow around, and it's January 2nd. It's 86 degrees at my house right now. So definitely not feeling like winter. Definitely not feeling like January. We've had like a tenth of an inch of rain so far this year, so it's been very dry, very warm in the Southern California, San Diego area region. So anyways, hope you guys are staying safe, staying warm. We'll go ahead and get started with this. One of the things that we discussed on our way home, we were talking about this replay and different things and projects that I have going forward. One of the is like, what if you did a full baseball replay, a full season replay? And I said, well, maybe when I retire, that's a possibility. Maybe a National League replay, American League replay, probably a National League, and this would be one of the seasons. It would probably be 85 or 86. That was when I first got APBA. That's when I spent time with those cards, and I know the players, and I know the game, and I just focused on the game more at that point. That would be, again, more of my wheelhouse of years that I had. So if I choose to, when I retire, this could be a set that I replay the full season. That's not for several years, though. I am looking forward to possibly doing an NFL replay using Solitaire Pro Football. So that season ends Sunday, and those sets come out pretty quick. So we'll see. I've been looking at that. It's a good year to replay. A lot of good teams, a lot of good seasons. Chargers did decent, so we'll see. So anyways, moving on to this game. Game 2. The Cardinals will go with the same lineup: Coleman, McGee, Herr, Clark, Cedeno, Pendleton, Porter, Smith, and Danny Cox is on the mound. The Royals make one change. They'll go with Smith, Wilson, Brett, White, Sheridan. Sheridan's in for Motley and Sundberg. Balboni, Biancalana, and Charlie Liebrance on the mound. The fatigue rating for these, Liebrant's going to be a 19, and Cox is an 18. And it's interesting looking at, I mean, obviously we know that the pitching styles have changed and how starting pitchers' usage has changed now. The starting pitchers now, the fatigue numbers are like 13s and 14s, so they're obviously a lot shorter. And we all notice that. The ones that play the games and see the game, that's the reality of baseball at this point. The teams, so the Cardinals took 9 pitchers to the World Series, and the Royals took 8. And flip that over to the Dodgers last year, who had what? I don't even know. They beat the Padres. They couldn't figure it out. They throw bullpen games where one pitcher per inning, and they had what, 13 pitchers, and they used 9 of them in a game. Kind of crazy. So the game has changed. I don't know for the better or not. I'm not sure. So that would be debatable. So we'll go ahead and get started here. Just make sure my formulas are set correctly. They are. So Cox is a 24 K2Z2. Liebrant 31 K2Z2. So the pitching advantage goes to the Royals. We will get started, and a leadoff walk and a stolen base for Coleman. So that's what he's in there for, to get on base and to steal bases. He is now on second. Willie McGee is up. He goes to the second column and a 2. So right away, the Cardinals are going to strike and a triple. We'll score Coleman. McGee goes to third, and a great start for St. Louis. Tom Herr, they'll play deep, 45. He walks. First and third, 1 out. No outs, sorry. First and third, no outs. Jack Clark is up. 31-9, and that's a base hit. 9 is a single. 1 scores. The other one moves to second. already being knocked around a little bit. First and second, nobody out. 2-0. Cesar Cedeno will get a 7 on his 42. That's incredible. 7 is a single to left. One runner scores. Other to second, a G runner goes to third. Clark is a normal. Another single. The runners move up a base. 5 batters in. Nobody's out. And it's 3-0. Terry Pendleton will hit a 24. So this will help. A double play. Short to second to first. Double play. 2 outs. Clark moves to third. 2 down. Porter is up. And a strikeout. So he strikes him out to end the inning. 13 is a K. But damage done. 3 runs on 3 hits. 1 left on base. You're out. 1 left on base. And that's a rough first inning for the Royals. Down 3-0. Cox takes the mound. Cox is one of my pitchers on my mail-in APBA league when I was younger. Lonnie Smith, an error check. 66 is the left fielder. The left fielder is going to be Coleman, who makes the play. Fly out, 1 out. Willie Wilson with a 9, and it's a base hit. So he singles. Cox doesn't cover that one. George Brett, 62 of 14 will be 2 balls. 22 to the second column and a 7. So a base hit for Brett. Wilson will move to third. And now the Royals have something going. First and third, 1 out. Frank White, 36-33. Will be a short fly out to right field. The runners have to hold. 2 outs. Sheridan up. First and third. 25-10. And it's a check which Cox covers, and he makes the play. Fielder's choice, third to second. So close, but not quite on the first and third. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left on base. Cox is just good enough there to get out of it. Ozzie Smith to lead off. Error check, 65-23. That is the pitcher. That will be a ground out. 1 out for Cox. Strikes out, 2 down. And Vince Coleman, a base hit and a stolen base. So he gets on again and steals another base. And then we do an error check on the catcher, which he passes. So runner on second, 2 outs. Willie McGee is up. They'll walk McGee. The top of the lineup is causing a lot of problems for Leibrandt. Tom Herr with an 11. That's another base hit. First and second. Single to right center. 1 scores out of the third and a stolen base. So the Cardinals are on the run and putting a thumping on Leibrandt. Hit, run. He's not going to be long for this game here. Okay, second and third. 2 outs. Clark is up, and he gets a 5. This is going to be a triple. Off the top of the wall, deep left center. Clark triples. 2 runs score, and this is getting out of hand really quick. Next batter. He's at a 16, 6, 12, 13, 15, 16. Runner on third, 2 outs, and a 7. The runner on third, he covers that. Could have been another hit there. Fly out, though, will get out of the inning. 3 more runs on 3 hits, a 2-out rally. Started by Coleman. 1 runner left, and we go to the bottom of the second. It's already 6-0. Leibrandt has a 19 on his fatigue rating to the 17. He's probably got 1 more inning the way it's been going. Sundberg with a 9 and a base hit. Runner on first for Balboni. He gets a 6. That will go to second and third. So the double for Balboni. 1-1-6. That's a really good power card. 36 home runs that year. The 4th hit, they haven't scored yet. Second and third, nobody out. Biancalana 25 is a walk, so they load him up for Liebrandt, who strikes out. Okay, well that minimizes the possible damage there. No double play. Lonnie Smith need to come through here. 29. That will be an error check. It's passed by Cox. He's a range 2. Fielder's choice, pitcher to catcher. So grounder to the pitcher, throws the plate, gets the runner, does not get Smith going back to first. 2 down for Willie Wilson, who will not come through. 33. Fly out. And that's it. No runs, 2 hits, 3 left on base. Then the question was, should I pinch hit there for Liebrandt? It's a second inning. It's a second inning. They're down 6, yes, I agree, and that may have cost some runs. I leave him in there. He's still got at least 1 inning left in him. 56 is a ground out, 1 out. Porter with a base hit. Again, they only used 2 relief pitchers that entire series. I know that's not going to happen in this game. They're going to have to use more than that because they're getting knocked around, but left him in. That was the choice. Smith with a 9. He grounds out. Cardinals are rolling very well. 2 outs. Cox is up. 25-45. Runner on second is 2 balls. Almost got out of it. And 45 walks him. Well, that will be it for Liebrandt. A very uninspiring outing. He goes 2 2/3, 7 hits, 4 walks, 1 K. Faces 18 batters and just was not good. So Coleman is up with runners on first and second. They're going to go to the bullpen. And this is going to be long relief. Joe Beckwith is going to come in again. Royals in trouble in this one. I think that the Cardinals started this series 2-0 as well on the road. So this isn't anything that they didn't face in real life. Beckwith has a fatigue of 8. First and second, 2 outs. For Coleman, who gets another 11. That is a single to right center. 1 scores, other to third, and he steals second on the next pitch. So an RBI, his 3rd stolen base of the game. And Jim Sundberg is getting torched right now. That's his 4th stolen base allowed. So that is a hit and the 7th run allowed for Sundberg. We have second and third for McGee, who will get another hit. Ooh, wow. Okay. Single left, runners score, batter to second on the throw home. It is a avalanche of runs. It's an avalanche of runs for the Cardinals. That ends up being, closes the book on Liebrandt. 8 runs, 8 earned. Wow. 9-0. Runner on second. Tommy Herr up 27. And he is a K4, so this will be an error. George Brett's going to commit the error. Safe on first, runner to third, E5. It's just not going well. It's going to be one of those games. First and third, 2 outs for Jack Clark, who grounds to short. 28 and a ground out. 3 runs again. 1, 2, 3 hits. 9 runs on 9 hits so far. 2 left on base. They committed the error. So that's 4 batters faced for Beckwith already. We go to the bottom of the third. George Brett is up. He goes to the second column in a 5. So he doubles to lead off. Runner on second. Nobody out. Frank White is up. Fly ball to right field. And Cedeno is an arm 1, so Brett will tag and move to third. Runner on third, 1 out. Sheridan is up. He'll fly to center. And this is not good. A double play. Fly out to center, runner out at the plate. So Brett's going to tag up to try to score. McGee throws in and gets him. Throws him out at the plate. Probably would have played safe, but anyways, gonna play it out. That is the third. No runs on one hit, none left on base. And it's just a bad day all around for Kansas City. He is at a 9. Okay, Cedeno to lead off. Will walk, try to steal second. Sundberg gets somebody this time. Up 9-0 stealing. I just play it out. I play it out. I know it wouldn't happen. It probably wouldn't happen. I just let the numbers play out how the numbers play out. So this time it's a walk, but it turns out okay for the Royals. 1 out. 9, base hit. So they continue the onslaught. That is his 6th batter faced. He's got 2 more. Runner on first, 1 out. Porter, fly to right, 2 down. Ozzie Smith will fly to left. No runs on 1 hit and 1 left on base. That'll be all for Beckwith. He goes 1 1/3. He'll come out in the next inning. Sundberg to lead off here in the bottom of the 4th. Second column, 42 is a home run. Sundberg homers. Okay. So Kansas City strikes. Get their first run of the game. Balboni strikes out. 1 out. Biancalana, 29, grounds out. 2 down. They will pinch hit for Beckwith with Org. Is that how you say it? Org? Dane Org? Two down. And 27. He grounds out. 1 run, 1 hit. We go to the 5th. New pitcher for Kansas City. And we are in the 5th inning still. Wow. Farr is going to come into pitch. This could be interesting. They may not have enough relief pitchers to get through this game. He is a 10 with his fatigue. So, Cox to lead off with a fly ball to right field. 1 out. Coleman is up. 2 for 2 with 3 stolen bases. He flies to right. 2 down. McGee will ground to short. So there we go. They might be turning off the stepping off the gas pedal a little bit here. Lonnie Smith flies to left. 1 out. Willie Wilson with a base hit. Cox has given up 7. Runner on first, 1 out. Ground ball to short, error check. That's Smith, who will get the fielder's choice. 2 down. Frank White, 29. He grounds out to the pitcher. And that will, let me just verify anything else. Nope, ground out to the pitcher. That ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on base. We go to the 6th inning. Tom Herr to lead off. 45 is a ground out, 1 out. Jack Clark gets another double. He's hitting well. Cesar Cedeno. We will pinch hit for Cedeno. Will we pinch hit for Cedeno? We're going to pinch hit for Cedeno. It's 9-1. Tito Landrum's going to come in. What was the move that they made there? Who's playing right field? Oh, it's Cedeno. That would be Van Slyke. Andy Van Slyke's going to come in. Okay, just making sure I get the right one in there. Van Slyke will hit against righties. And Cedeno against lefties. We'll make that change now. Runner on second. 1 out. Van Slyke is up. 36-33. 33 is a ground out. Runner goes to third. 2 down for Pendleton. And a 27. Runner on third is another ground out. No runs, 1 hit I'll start pulling people in the next inning, though. Let me get Van Slyke's number. He's right fielder. He is a G13R2A2. R2D2. Bottom of the sixth. Sheridan up. 56-34. Ground out. 1 out. Jim Sundberg. 36-35 is a 36. That's a fly out on the rare play check. 2 outs. Steve Balboni with a 9 and a single. The 8th hit. Biancalana is going to hit at 14. He'll fly out. No runs, 1 hit. 1 left on base. We go to the 7th. Farr has faced 2, 3, 7 batters, so he's still in there. Porter will stay in the game. Actually, a few of these guys will probably stay in. I'll start subbing later on in the lineup. Fly ball to right field. 1 out. Ozzie Smith walks. Runner on first for Cox. I'm going to let him hit away. 64, he strikes out. 2 down. Farr is at his limit. So what I do when a relief pitcher hits their fatigue number, I will drop their rating by 6. So he'll be at 23. Drop the strikeout by 2. Add his walk rating to 2. So he, for this batter, will be at 23 K3 W3. And then do that for every batter from then on out. And if you let someone get on base, I'll pull them out. Coleman's going to get pinch hit for. That will be Tito Landrum. He will go into play left field. And he will hit. 2 outs, 26. Runner on first is an error check. He passes it, and that's a ground out. No runs, no hits, 1 left on base. Farr is done. He pitches 2, 3, 4, 3 innings. Bridges that gap a little bit to get them deeper into the game. The Royals will pinch hit with Pryor. So that's going to be Greg Pryor to pinch hit. Nobody on, nobody out. An 8, another single. The 9th hit. I'm just wondering if I want to sub anybody else in. Not yet. Hal McRae might be the only one I let pinch hit, but he's a designated hitter, so we'll see. Lonnie Smith. 14C, that's 2 balls. 22 is an 8, and Cox covers that. Grounds out. 1 out, runner on second. Willie Wilson. Second column, 56 is a 2. Whoa, look at that second column. That's a triple. And Pryor will score, and that will be it for Cox. So that is the 10th hit. Second run, Cox is done. He goes 7 1/3, 10 hits, 1 walk, 2 Ks. The runner on third is his. Brett is up. Coming into pitch will be Jeff Lottie. Get him in there. His fatigue number is a 6. Runner on third. 1 out, 1 out. Runner on third, 1 out. Brett is up. Fly ball to left field. Landrum is a arm 1, and he will score. So sacrifice by Brett to score Wilson. And that closes the book on Cox with 3 runs allowed. 9-3, 2 outs, fly ball to right field. 2 runs, 2 hits, nobody left. We go to the 8th. It's 9-3 St. Louis. Coming into pitch will be Oh, wow. Well, again, they didn't use their bullpen much. Dan Quisenberry coming in to close this one out. I still have Gubazat left. And in worst case scenario, I'd go to Bud Black. But it'll be Quisenberry here, who is a 7 fatigue. Z4, he didn't walk anybody. Okay, leading off. Do I have any more outfielders left? Any center fielders left? Yes, so Steve Braun is going to hit for McGee. Actually, Bryce Harper could hit too. I'm going to have Braun. I'll have Braun hit. Braun will hit for McGee. He's going to go play right field as a 0R3A1. Van Slyke will move over to center. And he is a 0R3A2. That he may move again. He may move to first base. Or Harper could play first for Clark. That's probably what I'll do. Okay. Nobody on, nobody out. Braun is up. 33. He flies out. 1 out. Tom Herr. I have Lawless for her. Gonna try to get everybody in here. Emptying the bench, letting everybody have a chance in the World Series. Lawless will go to 4. He is good. 0R2. 1 out. Nobody on. Lawless up. 63 is a flyout. 2 down. And hitting for Clark will be Brian Harper. He will go to play first base. Porter, 0R1. So I've got just about everybody in. De Jesus is left. De Jesus, Jorgensen, and Nieto are left. Harper is up. 2 down. 64. He flies to right. Settle in the 8th. No runs, no hits. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Lottie's still in. And a leadoff single for Sheridan. One out. They're gonna leave their guys in there. Sundberg is up. He flies to center. 1 out. Steve Balboni trying to get something going to get back into this. Strikes out. 2 down. And Buddy Biancalana, they're going to hit for him with Orta. Runner on first, 2 down. Jorge Orta is up, and he grounds to second, but that is going to... Oh, Lawless is a 0 at second base. So that is an error check. He's a 0, which beats the 11, and it ends up being a ground out. My defensive sub worked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll end it for Lottie. We go to the 9th. No runs, 1 hit. Got to mark the hit. 1 left on base. Lottie pitches 1 2/3, and we are in the top of the 9th. Van Slyke lead off. 27. He grounds out. 1 out. De Jesus is going to hit for Pendleton. I don't know if they would do this in a World Series. In a regular season they would. But up by that much, I can afford to give everybody a little bit of playing time. De Jesus will go into third base. 1 out. 56, 34 is a flyout. 2 down. Porter will stay in and ground to short. That is the 9th. No runs, no hits. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Pitching for the Cardinals will be Worrell. So Todd Worrell is coming in to pitch. He came up later on in the season and I think ended up becoming the closer for them. pitched really well. His fatigue rating is a 6. Kansas City is going to pinch hit. They will use Hal McRae. There we go. Got him in. Hal McRae will hit. Leading off. Nobody on, nobody out. 54-32 is a fly out. 1 out. Lonnie Smith. Lynn Jones is going to hit. That gets just about everybody in. So Jones is going to hit for Smith. Runner on first. 36-33 is could be a, nope, ground out. 2 down. Wilson's going to hit. 2 down, 9-3, bottom of the 9th. 22, error check. 31 is the right fielder, who is Braun. Is a 0. He makes the play, and that will end it. Okay, not as exciting in this one. Yeah, this game was over pretty quickly. The Cardinals jump on them for 9 in the first 3 innings. The final score ends up being 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 hits. 9 runs, 11 hits. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The Cardinals get 9 runs, 11 hits, no errors. The Royals 3 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. Cox is the winning pitcher. Liebrant is the loser. Didn't pitch very long, got knocked out pretty quickly. Coleman, who comes into this game, is 2 for 3 with 3 stolen bases and 3 runs scored. So that's definitely a difference maker there. So that is it. That ends game 2. The Cardinals are up 2 games to nothing, which is where they were in real life. Again, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Stay warm, stay safe, and I will be back tomorrow with game 3. But that will do it for this one. The final score here in Kansas City is St. Louis 9, Kansas City 3. You guys have a good night.